I won't show you the first part of the garden because it's a bit like a building site. I'm having a back porch built, so it's all building materials. These are asters, or Symphyotrichums as they call them now, I think. And I love them at this time of year. So that's on this side. I'm going to try and keep my shadow out of it. I've got some ferns here. This is all very temporary, what's going on here. Auricula ferns. So this is, I don't know what time we are now, must be 11:30, maybe 12 o'clock in the morning. So what I've got coming up here is chrysanthemums, and some of them are they're called Korean garden chrysanthemums, but they're not. I don't think they're from Korea, although I don't doubt that. Oh, that's my shadow on here, which I didn't want. I don't doubt that chrysanthemums are big in Korea. I think they are. Well, in the bit of place where they don't have to eat them, South Korea that is. Yeah, so this one you see is already in full flower. I should know the names, but I don't. The roses are still flowering, of course. There's one here, it's a beautiful, really light ruby coloured one. And I've got some of these down the allotment as well. I've got a row of them. The idea was to have cut flowers from the house, but I've been so busy this year I haven't got around to that one. Yeah, and here's another one just coming in. I go back to this side. This is another one here. It's much smaller flowers. It's absolutely brilliant. I should know the name of this one, but I know that it's an RHS recommended one, but I'd have to look in the magazine. Right, so this is the top end of the garden basically. Now the patio is the next section, but that is also a bit of a building storage area for building materials at the moment. But here's some more asters, and of course the bees, and I just love them. You know, it's absolutely full of bees. You probably can't see them at the moment because it's not easy. But there's loads on there, bees and butterflies. A butterfly down there. Yeah, small butterflies and bees. So I'm going to show you the right hand side of the patio because it's just piled up with a cement mixer and bags of cement and everything. So this is just the other side. So you've got hydrangea and another aster in the background there. More roses, things like Lady of Shalott, Winchester Cathedral. There's sedum down here, along with some heathers. Yeah, it's quite a lot of stuff. I try and have something flowering throughout the year if I can, possibly. Not always, you know, I mean January and February can be a bit difficult. But I've got Daphnes, about 2 or 3 of those. That's the fig there. I've got a few figs on it, but you know, they're never going to come to maturity. I have a lot of hellebores. This is wisteria, not wisteria, Veligia. I can't think of the name of it for a moment. Also hellebores. And then up to the top half here, I've got little pond. Fish, and then you get into the maples, or some Japanese maples, not very big ones, but they're nevertheless there. Around here into the greenhouse, this is Daphne for example. I had to cut it back this year because there was a lot of dieback last year because it was a really cold winter. The onions from the allotment, and these are the greenhouse chrysanthemums. But now the days are getting shorter, which is the trigger them to flower, will start flowering. Okay, and these are the auricula, which I need to sort out in my auricula collection. And on the shelf side to that, some Oh, I forget the name of them now, the small onions, but got those as well. More roses. This is what I call a hanging garden. It's much better in spring. That rose up there is called Malvern Hills, and this yellow one here over the shed, this was actually had lots of Virginia creeper which I've just cut back. So this one is teasing Georgia. There's lots of English geranium around the place. This one is a pink flowering English geranium. This is what I call the shade garden, and I have ferns in here and things like that. Plants that are shade tolerant. This big shed is my workshop and junk store basically. This is one of the Daphnes. This will flower January, February time, and then it'll be followed not long after by the camellias, which are nice. Yeah, so that's it basically. You can't see it all because I tried not to show you the scruffy parts, but they're only temporarily scruffy. Hopefully by the spring it will all be tidied up, and then I'll make another video then when it is very, very different, full of, you know, tete-a-tete daffodils and stuff like that. Cheers, bye.